What's good, guys? We're back at it again with another video. Today we're going to talk about something that I Googled, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other college athletes Googled or looked up on YouTube, and that's, what happens after that that final buzzer sounds in your college career is over with. Me personally, I went through a little bit of a, transition period where I was, a little lost in it because, the NCAA doesn't really tell you what actually happens when that final buzzer sounds. So what I want to touch on today is what, actually happens and, how I feel like the system isn't really set up for college athletes' success. So for me, my personal, when the final buzzer sounds, that buzzer sounds at first, because I couldn't play anymore by that point. So I wasn't as heartbroken, but I was a little I'm still a little positive. Like, okay, you can start your life outside of basketball, but like I said, once they don't tell you, it's kind of like I kind of say it's like, let's say you have a baby. And let's just say baby's, fully mature in 4 years. So let's just say you nurture that baby, you grow that baby, you teach that baby, you're in charge of that baby, you tell that baby what to do every day. And at the end of that 4th year, kick him out to the curb. Right? Now, maybe that's not the right metaphor, but it's kind of like that. Like, for 4 years, you have somebody telling you where to go, what to do, where to eat, where to sleep, when to eat, when to sleep, and then all of a sudden, oh, and by the way, and they're paying for most of this. So all of a sudden, when that final buzzer sounds and you're no longer a college athlete, sorry, that snap wasn't that good the first time. We got to get it right. But after that, it's over with. There's no more. There's no more meals here. There's no more. Oh, you getting this? Stipend here. There's no more none of that. You're an adult. You have to figure out what to do. And for a lot of college athletes, it's scary. It's scary. Like I said, imagine someone telling you what to do, when to do it for 4 whole years. And all of a sudden, there's no more instruction. It's up to you. And this is where we got to get into where I feel like the NCAA, it isn't really set up for success. Because there's a reason why a lot of college athletes are depressed when they graduate or they're lost and they don't know what to do. And it's because of this right here. And we got to start this back in high school because this is where I see it starting. And for some players, middle school. So at a certain point in your athletic career, I'm going to focus on, D1 athletes, college football, college basketball, because that's who I can relate to the most. But it's really applicable to any college athlete. But once you get pegged as a D1 athlete, from that point on, you got, your old AAU coach in your ear. You got family members in your ear. You got people from church. You got people in your community who see you. All of a sudden, it's, oh, you going to the league? You trying to go to the league? Oh, when you go to the league, don't forget me. Like, it's this, and that. And that's all you hear because D1 automatically in everybody's head, oh, he's going D1. Oh, yeah, that's pipeline straight to the league. Now, knowing, of course, 1% of high school players go D1, 1% of that end up going to play professionally, whether it be overseas or in the NBA. So from that point on, when that person's telling you that in high school, and if you're that good in middle school, school begins to get on the back burner. School isn't that important, or even for me. My parents held me accountable, and I was blessed enough that when I slacked, which I did slack in high school, and I even did it in college, I was blessed enough that when I did it, I was smart enough that even when I did do that, my grades were still half decent. Now, they weren't where they should be, but they were still decent, right? Especially if all you need is, a 2.0 to be eligible. Not saying I did. The lowest I went was like a 3, but that's neither here nor there. But like I said, from that point on, school isn't that important to you. So once you go from high school to college, those habits carry over. And now you're in college, and now you're starting to feel that, oh yeah, I'm low-key a celebrity, right? You're starting to get that attention, which makes it even worse. So now you really don't feel like doing your work, or you're just laxing. Oh, I just need to get this minimum grade. And I'm not trying to offend nobody, but we're gonna be real on this channel. Like I said, everyone knows there's a certain amount of certain majors that athletes pick. You know, that's how you know. Okay, this kid thinks he's going to the league. He's doing this major or this major. But what they don't tell you is when you graduate with that degree, with that specific major, when you try and go get a job, it's going to be spooky for you because that major didn't, specialize you in really anything. You're just getting, I don't want to say, the base, education. But like I said, I'm not going to get into specific majors, but that major isn't really going to help you later on in life. And what they really, really don't tell you is these employers, they don't care what record you broke in college. They don't care that you were first team all conference, second team all conference. They don't care you dropped 50 in your last college game. Now that's some good, cooler, you're standing around the cooler in the office talk. But if they're trying to hire somebody, they don't really care about that. And I figured this out, when I cause like I said, I can't really play anymore, so I've been looking into certain opportunities. So I got my resume looked at. And on my resume I had a member of FGCU D1 basketball team, member of Grambling State, and under that, I have the little fluff. Handled a 40 hours a week of practice time, instruction, plus a full-time course load. I put all that in that. So I got it looked at. When I got it back, they took all of it out. All of it. All it says is that I was a member of the team now. That's all that says, because like I'm saying, the NCAA doesn't tell you that those records and stuff don't really matter unless you there's a booster or alumni in the company, or that truly the most important things in life are the relationships that you've built up to that point, in your career. Like every coach that you've talked to, every assistant, every manager, every dobo, everybody you talk to, every AD, any fan you've talked to, those are probably going to be the most important people to you in terms of getting a job after. And I know there are going to be those oh no, I'm not even talking about the NBA, I'm trying to go play overseas. Well, let me give you this reality check. So I have a lot of friends, former teammates who played overseas. Some of my coaches have coached overseas that I've played under. So let me tell you this: unless you're in one of those top tier leagues, you're probably not going to be making that much money. Like I said, you're away from home. You don't speak the language. The food might be a little weird, and at the same time, that team camaraderie you're used to, you're probably not going to have that, because overseas your teammates are grown men with families, and you don't speak the same language as them. So it's going to be hard to make that that connection. And I see this a lot. I don't really like to touch on it because I don't like to rub people the wrong way. But like I said, I want to be honest. They have a lot of coaches out here who sell kids a dream or make kids think that, oh yeah, you're going to be the next big thing. Don't worry about school. Don't worry about any of that. We're going to take care of that. Just focus on hooping. But at that point, you're really setting this kid up for failure, because, when real life hits, and you have a degree, but the degree isn't something that doesn't really matter. And at the same time, when you're in college, your coach didn't really hold you accountable because, you were supposed to be the next big thing. So they didn't teach you any character. They didn't teach you any accountability. So now you show up to your job interview late, and you're instantly cut. You have no chance of getting the position. So that's basically the point I'm trying to get across is, as athletes, former athletes, current athletes, I think everybody as a whole, everyone needs to start, putting together some type of plan about what they want to do for their future, what they see, or at the least start making connections and stuff that can lead to different opportunities later on in life, because there's the college, like I said, even with high school, that college, high school, that's not real life. It's not. It's like a little bubble apart from the real world where, you get to live at while you're that age. But once you get out of it, I'm telling you, real life is something serious. So even to my current seniors who may be watching this, contact any all of your former coaches, anybody on the staff, contact any of them, trying to see if they can help you in any certain way getting positions, or if they know somebody who knows somebody who's in the field you want to work in, or anything of that sort. And then for those kids who are still playing, take school seriously. Again, there's always a chance. Like if you put that work in, you will make it to whatever your goal is. But at the same time, you do have to understand the statistics, and a lot of the time kids don't make it to that point. So you need to have some sort of plan in place, because life doesn't always go like you think it will. So like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll be back at it Wednesday with another video. Thanks for watching.